Hello everyone. Today I am taping a day late because I had some mouth surgery yesterday and I was just sort of drugged up and swollen the rest of the night last night. Seems like someone's doing some chainsawing outside, so I'm going to close the window really quick. And so I'm still kind of having a little trouble talking because I have stitches in my bottom, or on the inside of my bottom lip, and it's swollen still, so I'm gonna just try to talk slow, and I have it in my mind that this is gonna be a shorter video, but every time I do that, it's actually pretty long still. Today I'm going to show off my nail polish, and I'm going to paint inside each one of these hearts, each color. I did have a neater page of hearts drawn before I painted my nails today, but it turned out that I needed a different number of hearts, so I had to do it again. We'll just get started. I'm not going to pull my nail polishes in any kind of order. I'm just going to pick up the first one that comes to my hand. This one is called The Muse's Attitude. So I hope that you all are having a good week. It's been a really long week for me. For some reason, Wednesday was just the longest work day of my life. I just didn't have a lot to do. And Monday, it was really hot outside, which was actually still a good day though because I was off. So I got to just sit outside and read all day. And this one's called Not a Cloud in Sight. And I read Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, which is one of my favorite books. I really, it's just so fun. Such a fun book. And I just kind of sat on the porch and read the book all day. It was a long day in a good way. And then Tuesday and Wednesday I worked all day. And they were long days in the less fun way. This one's just really crumbly. And then yesterday was a very long day because of my surgery. I still had my cleaning job like I usually do, but I had to leave a little early. The procedure I had done was I had to get a mucocele removed, which is, it's basically a saliva gland that has stopped working correctly. It's not infected, which is what I was telling people at first, but now I realize I was wrong about that. It just, instead of excreting saliva like it's supposed to, it starts kind of circulating it instead, and so you get like this growth inside your mouth. And this one's Sinful Colors, and the color is called Dream On. I do want to try to point out what these are in case you're interested in any of them. And so basically I had this lump on the inside of my lip for an embarrassingly long amount of time, actually, because I don't have health insurance. So I was just kind of hoping it would take care of itself, but it didn't. So I got it removed yesterday. This one's called Denim Dash. And it was an involved process, kind of, because they had had some problems at the oral surgeon's office earlier in the day of losing power for some reason. And so they were a little behind, so I was extremely nervous. Anyway, and I got there on time, but I had to wait a little while. And so it just made me more and more nervous the longer I waited. One of those kind of things. And then the procedure itself kind of took a while because my mucocele was so big. It was kind of funny because the doctors were sort of geeking out. This one's called Stormy. There were several of them, I think like maybe 6 people in the room, because it took several people to hold my mouth open and steady. One of the nurses was actually like bracing herself on my chest, which was actually comforting me because it was just, you know, some pressure on my chest. It was kind of comforting. But anyway, there were like 6 of them hovering over me, and they were totally geeking out, like they were having a good time removing my mucocele. And they were actually able to get it all out in one piece. And I got to look at it afterwards, and it was about that big around. I mean, that's a little much, but it was basically the size and look like the kind of texture of like one of those shriveled grapes, you know, like the ones that are too sour. It really was. It was kind of funny, but they were all very excited that they got it out in one piece. This one is called Starry Silver Glitter. So anyway, they said that I made their day. I don't know why it's so fun. Maybe because it's like a little grape and they can take it all out in one piece, and it's probably just satisfying for them, you know. And it's not really a life-threatening thing. It's just... But anyway, and I couldn't afford to be put under or anything like that. So even though I was really nervous, they just numbed me up, and I just kind of had to deal with it. I've actually had a lot of oral surgery in my life. I've had, let's see, let me tell you what color this one is first. East Village, New York color. When I was in 2nd grade, I knocked out one of my front teeth on a skateboard. I was riding a skateboard on my stomach on the sidewalk a few blocks from my house, and I tipped forward and knocked my tooth out on the concrete. And they were actually able to save the tooth. They just put it back in my mouth, and the dentist just kind of told me to hold my tongue on it. And so actually, and then I had several root canals associated with that tooth, and it actually lasted until I was in my late 20s, when it started to kind of turn blue, because once a tooth has been out, it's no longer a living tooth, whatever living means for teeth. But So it started to rot and die, and the root canals helped it for a long time. I mean, like I said, I went from like the age of, how old are you in 2nd grade? This one's called the Temptress's Touch. So however old you are in 2nd grade, I think it's like 7 or 8. Up until I was in my late 20s, that's how long it lasted. So then I had to get it removed. And then there were several operations involved. This one's called Susie Says Da. Several operations involved in order for me to get an implant, including the injection of cadaver bone into my upper jaw. Or not jaw, because I guess it's not your jaw, it's the upper half. But, yeah, so I have like little fragments of dead people in my face. Which I kind of, I don't know, I kind of find it comforting a little bit. Hey. Dead people, I have dead people in my mouth. I'm not ever alone. But, yeah, so I had that done. I've also had my wisdom teeth taken out, and I've had some extra, I had 4 teeth taken out before I got braces, just to make more room, I guess, in my mouth. And I had a mucocele removed when I was younger, probably 4th or 5th grade, I can't really remember. This one's really old, so it's probably not available anymore, but it is, and I don't even know what it's called because the thing is like peeled off. It's just red glitter though. What was I talking about? Oh, so I had teeth removed to make room for my braces. I've had braces. This one's called Budding Romance. And what else have I had done? Oh, the mucocele, the other mucocele. So 2 of those. I just had a lot of that kind of stuff done to me in my life, and I sort of feel like I've done my time as far as mouth surgeries go, so hopefully this is the last one. Oh, and I've had a few cavities too. But anyway, so it was just sort of a frustrating day, and then when the surgery was over and I went to get my prescription for painkillers, I had to wait a really long time, and I was just kind of out of it, and I was just ready to go home, and I had to occupy myself by walking around Target for way too long. They were supposed to text me when my prescription was ready, and they said it would take 20 minutes, but after 45 minutes I was just I was so done. I was ready to be home, ready to lay on the couch and take a painkiller. So I finally just went up there and said, hey, is it done? Like, how long does it take you to put some hydrocodone in a bottle and give it to me? This stuff is really goopy. I should probably just throw it away, actually. Yeah, it's not working anymore. Which is sad because I really like it. Iridescent glitter. I think my mom has some paint thinner I could use, actually, so I'll keep it for now. It's called Disco Ball. So I finally just went up there and said, hey, are you done yet? And because I was asking about it, I guess they just decided to go ahead and get it done, finally. This one's called Courtney Orange. So, yeah. So, my appointment was at 2:30 to the surgery, and I didn't get home until a little after 5, after the whole prescription debacle, which I hate that, you know? I hate that, like, after you get some procedure done, you have to go fill your prescriptions. I mean, I feel like there should be a better way to do that, because I always just want to go straight home after some kind of operation or something, you know? I just want to go home and lay on the couch and watch marathons of RuPaul's Drag Race with painkillers. I think I should have that right after the trauma of someone invading your mouth, which is the only kind of surgery I've ever had, so that's my only experience with it. I mean, I've been pretty lucky. I've never had, like, serious issues, just, you know. This is the nail polish I was wearing last week. So, yeah. And I was in quite a lot of pain yesterday, because they had to really pull my mouth apart really wide. So I was pretty sore. And the numbness, oh god, I hate being numb. I really do. It lasted, I mean, they numbed me up somewhere around like 3 o'clock. And it did not completely go away until about midnight last night. This one's called, oh wait, this is the same color as this other color, but it looks different. It's called Dream On, like this one, but it looks different. Weird. They must have changed their formula or something, because this one's a darker, more purple color. That's funny. So yeah. So that was my day. That was my week, actually. So I'm doing much better today. Although I am just going to take it easy today. This one's called Cloud 9. Sinful Colors. Normally I run on Fridays, but today I don't think that's gonna happen. Because if I move around too much, I could open my stitches up. I was spraying several leaks last night. I would just be like, if I talked too much or anything like that, I would start bleeding again. So I'm using that as an excuse not to run today, and I think it's a good one. I'm going to, after this video is over, I'm probably just going to take another hydrocodone and watch some more RuPaul. This one's called Take the Stage. This is the color that I had painted on my nails for my wedding, because our colors were plum and burnt orange. So pretty much this color and that color, although the plum was kind of a richer, darker purple. I don't wear it very much because it's just like such a goldish color. So anyway, I hope that your week was much, much faster than mine, and that you're looking forward to an amazing weekend. Luxury Lime Cream. I've got a few things planned this weekend too. Tomorrow there is a show that I'm going to go see. This is a local band, local punk band. And it's always a good time to go to those shows because it's like always the same group of people that go to them, and they're mostly people that I like. There's another black, because a girl can never have too many blacks. So I've got a show to go to on Saturday, and then Sunday I have book club, and we're going to discuss Ready Player One, which I've read almost all of on Monday, because I was just so into it. Oh, and I was gonna ask anybody that's watching this, if you know of a book like Ready Player One that has a female protagonist, female main character instead of male, please let me know, because I'd really love to read a book like that. I've been kind of trying to find something like that, but I haven't had any luck yet. This one's actually enough like that other one, and it's also goopy, but not as goopy. So I think I will actually throw that other one away. But anyway, I just realized recently that most of my favorite books are books that have a male as the main character, which I don't have a problem, you know, reading books with men as main characters at all. I don't have a problem imagining myself as any gender. It's just, you know, most of the heroes in our culture are men, and that's just upsetting to me. Okay, this one is coming apart. I guess I will just have to fix that later, unless I can get it open right now. Nope. Okay, well, that is sad. This one's called A Rockstar Pink. So like my top 5 favorite books are Drawing Blood by Poppy Z. Bright. That's 2 gay men characters. Why do I have so many goopy glitters? I guess glitters just get goopy quicker. So that has male main characters. And Perks of Being a Wallflower is one of my favorite books, which has a male main character. This one is one of my favorites because it looks black, but it's actually dark, dark green. It's called Here Today, Aragon Tomorrow. So Perks of Being a Wallflower, main character is a man. High Fidelity, main character is a man. And then Ready Player One, main character is a man. And then my 5th favorite book, or they're just not in any order, but my other is Pride and Prejudice. So hey, there's the one chick protagonist I have in my top 5 favorite books of all time. Oops. Sorry for the loud noise. So that's just pretty sad to me. And I'm thinking about, like, obviously there'd be a lot of copyright infringement involved. This one's called Rise and Shine. But I'm thinking, how cool would it be if I, as a writing project, rewrote those 4 books that are my favorites with male protagonists as a female protagonist instead. It would probably be a good exercise for me. I would sort of learn a little bit about the writing process by transcribing and transforming the works of others that I admire. Plus, it would have an end result of having my favorite books with a female protagonist. And I could make them available online for free for anybody that, like, hey, you like Ready Player One? You want to reread it with a woman as the main character? Go for it. Here it is. Oh, this one's called Zeitgeist. This one is one that I made myself. It's kind of like a dark gray with red glitter in it. I mean, I made it by mixing different colors, not like I know how to make nail polish from scratch or anything. And I named it after my favorite album of all time, Pornography by The Cure. And I made it in high school. So it's really old. But it's actually not as goopy as you might think for being that old. I don't really ever wear it, I just keep it because I made it myself. I should wear it though, I mean, it's a nice color. Okay. I've saved my last two favorite brands of nail polish. I really like Essie because this one's called Playdate. It's just a good quality kind of nail polish, and it is relatively affordable. I mean, it's still like $8, so I only have 3 bottles of this brand, but they have really nice quality nail polish and good colors, so I'd like to have more. Oh, no, I have four bottles of it. Forgot the one that's actually on my nails right now. This one's called Merino Cool. I love it. It's such a good, like, grayish purple. I need to stop tightening my lids so tight. So anyway, that's a writing project I think I might try to do. It would be very time consuming, and more would be involved, I think, than just changing the he's to she's and stuff like that. It would be harder than I'm thinking it is, just thinking about it. I might have to change some situations, which means I would have to try to match the writing style of people. This is the one I'm wearing right now, called For the Twill of It. I bought it yesterday while I was at Target, waiting for my prescription. Anyway, it's just an idea that I had yesterday, so it might not work out. And this one is one of my top 5 favorite nail polishes, probably, because it's a glitter. It's called Stroke of Brilliance. But it's like a nice gray glitter, which you hardly ever see. And it can turn any nail polish into galaxy nail polish. You just put it on over the top. It's beautiful. So those are my Essies. I have 4 of those. And then, my favorite nail polish of all time is this one right here. Streetwear is a Revlon brand that was out in the late 90s, so of course they don't make these anymore. And all of mine are really old because they're actually from that time period. But this is my favorite nail polish of all time, called Toad. goopy. Crackly and goopy and all that stuff. And actually, it's very precious to me, so I don't even know why I'm doing this. Filling in a heart when it's limited. So I'm not even going to reapply to fill in the whole heart. Right at the 30-minute mark, which means I don't have long before I run out of space on my phone. Try to get through this quickly. So, I hope that you're enjoying my channel. This is my 9th ASMR video. This one's called Grass Stain. And I will be doing one more after this, unless I almost have, I think I have, like 23 subscribers right now. This one's called Blood. So, if I can get at least 25 subscribers by the time I put out my 10th video, which will be the one I do next Thursday, that you will see on Friday, then I will keep doing them, and I'll splurge on some better audio equipment. I already have my eye on a few things. I want a tripod and some better audio equipment. This one's called Drab. And, you know, I'll just try to make my videos a little bit better quality and stuff if I can get at least 25 subscribers by probably about a week after I post my 10th video. So, please subscribe to my channel if you like it. And I have 2 less nail polishes than I thought I did. It's possible I am missing one or something. I have a lot of greens and a lot of pinks. I would like to have a few more glitters. Oh yeah, because this one I couldn't get open, so I only have one more than I thought I did. So my mouth's starting to hurt a little bit, so I am going to end this video so I can take some painkillers and lay around with my mouth half open for the rest of the day. So I hope that you have a wonderful week, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next Friday. Bye.